Hey everyone, just gonna go over this game with Gus. Last move he played was J4. I'm surprised he didn't really do anything with this stone, like I don't know, cut or peep or attach or do something with this stone. But um, one thing I notice high level players, what they tend to do is when there's something going on with that has a lot of Aji, usually they'll okay, well not usually, but occasionally they'll play elsewhere and see how the situation changes somewhere else before trying to handle the situation um, somewhere else on the board that has a lot of IG. So I think what White wants to do is just play somewhere else for a bit and then see what happens maybe around here before deciding how to handle this stone. Quite high class thinking from him, I guess. So I could choose to, if I was really worried about this stone, invest another move here. But I think it's a bit too slow, and I don't want to fall behind in pace. So I think I'm gonna see what I can do down here. He invested 3 moves on f3, but f3 is still not that hard to settle. I mean, I can easily settle just by playing d3. Um, I could choose to jump out, but maybe that's not so great because I think since I'm outnumbered here, it's important that if I do want to do anything with f3, I would want to settle immediately. Play defensively because, 3 against 1, you gotta play defensively, I think. So I think if I wanted to take care of f3, I could easily just play a move like d3. So there's that. I think another option, which is interesting, is just to play elsewhere. Um, White would probably try to pressure f3 with a move like e3, and I could choose to extend out like this, but the fight would be I don't know what he would play. I don't know, something like this, or this looks proper, but this way the fight would be very bitter, and that's expected when you have 4 stones going against 2 that are pretty heavy. But as compensation, if I handle myself okay in the fight, then I would get successfully get the corner here. But I don't think this is such a good idea because of the bad Aji here. And if I end up in a fight here that ends up going over here, that ends up with me running out here, it could cause some problems here as well. And so I don't want to have to deal with a fight that could make the IG of J16 even worse, even though these are all just um, airy ideas. I don't really have specific variations or specific moves in mind. It's just my sense on just the global situation. So I don't think this is such a good plan. Though if everything here was okay, then I think it's fine to Tanuki and then play like this and see how black can handle it. I noticed. I think Choi Chul Han tends to, uh, well, at least from the games I've seen, play like this where he'll take the big points elsewhere and he'll end up in some bitter. He'll usually end up in some bitter fight elsewhere because he took the time to play all the big points, and he always comes out relatively successfully in the disadvantaged fights that he ends up in. So that's a possibility. But I don't want to take chances, so I think I'm just gonna play here and settle. He'll probably block here, and then I'll play here, and then White can either choose to play here or here depending on which variation he chooses. But the corner is relatively safe, so I don't need to worry so much about that. So I'm gonna play the simple move, play d3. Not gonna try anything bizarre like this, as if my opening isn't already bizarre, and just see how things go from there. So, and I gotta make sure to keep eyeing J16 and make sure things are kept under control here. But for now, gonna settle here. So yeah, thanks for watching.